Today's Early Riser.
Good morning. Welcome back here. Early Riser time, Wednesday morning.
Yeah,
working our way through the week already with Ryan and Matt. I counted the amount of snowflakes out there. I counted 5 snowflakes. So we've got a couple of snowflakes coming out. That's about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the one I saw hit me right in the eye when I got out of the car here this morning a little while ago. But yeah, a few flakes just as expected. Not going to be a big deal. So don't be shocked though if you see some of that. In fact, as we head out this morning, it's not quite as bad. Temperature's a little warmer. We don't have the wind. In fact, winds have gone very light out of the north at the current time, and that is some good news. All right, right now we're looking at flurries in the forecast, mainly this morning. The forecast still holds pretty true to form here. I think a majority of this is going to be along and just east of the Missouri River, including the metro, and then we may actually see some more flakes come back down as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and again late Friday into Saturday and maybe even early Sunday. So it's a very progressive northwesterly flow aloft, and we get these weak little impulses. It's still going to be cold enough for the better part of the next 3 or 4 days to produce some light snow or flurries, but none of that expected to really amount to much. All right, outside this morning, clouds have moved back in as expected. It's not as cold. We're holding at 23 right now, and winds just flipped around to the south-southeast. Still very light, though, at 8 miles per hour, and I think the winds will generally be out of the southeast and remain pretty tame as we head throughout this Wednesday here. All right, other temperatures looking like this. Still a little colder in the northeast, 16 in Carroll, Atlantic and Denison, Iowa, 19. As you go down to the south here across Highway 59, 71, eventually you go down to Maryville, it's still 20 degrees. And you can see the effect of the clouds and slightly warmer conditions on the west side of this little impulse. Temperatures really warm up. It's still at 27 in Lincoln, and right now we're holding at 24 in Fremont. We don't have as much wind this morning, so the wind chill factors not quite as ominous as they were this time yesterday, but still feels like 16 when you head outside in Carroll, Iowa. Current wind chill factor here in Omaha, 14, and just a little bit of an edge on that temperature there in Lincoln right now. Wind chill factor at 20 degrees. All right, the snow has been extremely light, a little more prevalent to the north, but as Matt said, it's like you can almost count the flakes. It's not much here. Certainly no accumulation, and you can see just about a dusting off to the north of us. And as we check the radar here in close, you can see a little band of some very light snow and flurries kind of on the west side of Council Bluffs back through downtown Omaha this morning on our exclusive weather alert Viper HD radar. Some of our busier intersections right now still looking pretty good again. This is not expected to be a problem, shouldn't really impact the morning drive, but you can see down 75 from downtown Omaha right into Bellevue there, we are looking at a little patch of some very light snow. It does pick up a little bit again right along in north and east of the Missouri River here. You can see from west central northwest Iowa, it does continue on up to the north as we go again north of the Missouri River for eastern South Dakota into parts of North Dakota. Little bands of light snow. Some spots could see a dusting to an inch. I think we get grazed by this at times this morning, just some real light snow and a few flurries. That's going to be about it. All right, we'll bring it back into the viewing area here once again. A lot of clouds will be with us today. And given the position with this little impulse dropping from the northwest to the southeast, we'll keep a southeast wind in play. It looks like temperatures may come down a little bit, and then we actually get back. There's the snow mainly pushing from northwestern into central Iowa. Looks like we'll get back in the mid-30s this afternoon with temperatures under partly to mostly cloudy skies. You can see a lot of gray there, but again, the snow's not really forecast to amount to much. So very light snow or flurries primarily this morning. I think a majority of that moves to the east. We'll go for a high of about 34 with the southeast wind at 5 to 15. Tonight then, temperatures are going to be kind of tricky here the rest of the week. It looks like we slip back to about 17. We'll keep clouds around, and then winds kind of turn back to the northeast. And then tomorrow, we may actually start with a little bit of sunshine before we have another chance of flurries in the afternoon. I think we'll be a little bit colder tomorrow at about 28, and the forecast for Friday about the same. Another shot of flurries on Saturday, could linger into early Sunday, and then it looks like maybe some light snow or flurries again as we head towards Monday. Notice one thing though, 2 things actually. Valentine's Day now looks a little warmer. Again, this progressive northwesterly flow kind of depends on which side of these frontal boundaries you get on, but we bumped the temp back to 35 there, and we're still expecting much warmer conditions as we head through most of next week. So that Monday chance maybe just a morning flurry, and then anything else would be warm enough to be just